money, lifestyle, and friends. These are hot topics in the world of YouTube finance. I get very passionate about these things. And in fact, even get a fight over this kind of stuff. I want to sort of explain to you what is going on, how to understand the culture, because this is much larger than just any one person. And let's just jump right in. Passive income online. This is the golden goose in YouTube finance. I want to get some tips from someone who knows about this stuff. Let's take a look at this. This is from Erica Kohlberg. She's one of the founders of Creators Agency, which is an agency that basically gets deals for a lot of the big YouTubers. And she's saying there's no secret. And she also has a really interesting point regarding social proof. And again, I want to reiterate, these people know about online business, and they know about building big YouTube channels. So this is what she says about social proof. Social proof is so important. Social validation can make your business. That's why I've been focused recently on getting into media. Being able to say, I've been featured in, X, validates you in a sense and makes it easier to pitch customers. For the same reason, testimonials are so important. Basically, I've realized is that the more comfort you can give a potential customer that one, you are legitimate, and two, you have a legitimate existing customers, the more likely it is you'll be able to build a successful online business. And so the reason why I want to show you guys her words, and this is again, one of the founders of Creators Agency, this was the agency that signed all of their YouTubers to promote FTX, which ended up being a massive scam. It could be the biggest scam in the last 10 years since the 08-09 crisis. And, these people over there are crazy. They absolutely hate me, which I totally get it. I really get it. And I'm going to explain why and sort of why people get passionate over this whole thing. And again, we're talking about money, lifestyle, and friends. Erica is not a stupid person. She's smart. I was looking at this. She got her undergrad, looks like probably at Notre Dame, and went to Georgetown Law. So she's a smart person. And if they ever pretend like they're dumb, they're just pretending that they're not. She's smart. And, she writes all these things about, personal finance, investment training. You can sign up for classes. I personally don't sell classes. I've never sold classes. And I don't like this kind of culture, but this is part of the world that it is. So she sells classes. It's the 3D money priority waiting list. And I'm all about printing 3D money. I tell you, it's a joke. And also too, she has a big following on Instagram, 4.3 million followers, TikTok, 9.2 million. So we don't spend a ton of time on the channel talking about Erica, but I just want you to understand that this is just more than about one person. It is about a lot of people, and it's a massive culture. As you can see, massive following. This is their agency website, and essentially what they did, they took all of these, big YouTube finance people, got them all connected to the FTX, and they all pumped this thing. And you guys can see names. The website has changed. This is the older version of it. And one of the people, we had a little, argument with is Spencer Cornelia, you can see on there, but there's other people on there as well, right? Graham Stephan, Erica Kohlberg, this year's Andre Zik, Meet Kevin, Minority Mindset, Neil Bryan, Ryan Serhat, Brian Jung, Ricky Gutierrez, Jake Trod, and the list goes on. There's more people. Andre Zik's on this thing. He's part of it, and Jeremy Financial. This all came to the surface, essentially, more so than originally, because I did talk about this, but it became really a big issue when CoffeeZilla made a video. This is 3 months ago, called "Sorry You're Bankrupt," and he was sort of basically criticizing the YouTube finance community, because the basic gist of it is, if these people claim to be experts, why are they then pumping a Ponzi scheme to their followers? It is a real problem. He also exposed Tech Lead and also exposed Logan Paul. Generally speaking, do not mess with CoffeeZilla. That's all I have to say about that. And, one of the things that sometimes people like to say, well, Chris, these people are all legitimate. I see my biggest famous YouTubers hanging out with, cool people like Kevin O'Leary, and Kevin O'Leary is awesome. This is sort of how, remember the social proof thing that Erica was talking about. And it's something I caution with you about, because in the world that we live in, the culture we live in right now, some people think that all you need is, your money, and you get that flashy lifestyle, and you get the best friends, and everyone thinks you're going to be awesome. But I question the whole culture that we're in right now, because for me personally, I do not like Kevin O'Leary whatsoever. I think he's a scammer. And also too, this is just fact. Him and his wife, they got in a boating accident, and 2 people were killed. And you can make any determination what you like about that. The court said not guilty, right? But at the end of the day, you killed someone with your boat. So you can make determination on how you want to read that. And here's another example. I'm just talking about this. We have a cultural problem. That's what I'm showing you right now. Elizabeth Holmes, right? This is the headlines today. Elizabeth Holmes gives birth to second child while seeking to further delay imprisonment. And if you don't know, this is a whole fairness scam thing, right? This sort of fraudulent culture is everywhere. And people try to figure out ways to get out of the punishment or ways to escape blame. In this situation, Elizabeth Holmes is just, I guess, theoretically staying pregnant to stay out of prison. I don't know if you could actually do that. I'd be curious if anyone's an expert on that, but I could see how you actually could theoretically, right? Because you say, well, I'm pregnant, I can't go to prison now, and you just try to stay pregnant. It's such a bizarre one. So again, she has her second child while delay prison. Fraudulent culture is in WeWork as well. If you guys know who Adam Newman is, essentially what he would do, he was this young, attractive guy. He would throw lots of huge parties and get lots of people involved in the stuff. And it's just, this is, like I said, this is more than just one person. This is sort of why I'm showing you many people, because fraud is unfortunately everywhere. I made a bunch of videos about creators agency and sort of this fraudulent YouTube culture months ago. This is before the big CoffeeZilla video 3 months ago. And so the reason why this is so damaging to the people who are promoting FTX is because they're going to claim over and over and over again that no one could have known, but it's just simply not true. I was literally warning people for a long time about this. And moreover, which is very interesting, if you haven't listened to the interview I did with an FTX employee, over at FTX, they even had a Slack channel about me, worrying that I was exposing all of their YouTube creators. True story. Moreover, you can take a look at this. Erica's got some tips on, building your remember, online passive income. And one tip she has is network. And she says, even when I had less than 100 subscribers, I was reaching out to large YouTube creators via Instagram and just picking their brains. You have to think of other YouTube creators as colleagues. It's a very collaborative community, and everyone I've reached out to has been more than willing to help. And so again, these people understand online business. They understand social media. They understand how to essentially build up a community and work with people within it. And I'm telling you, this is more than just one or two people. This is a whole culture, be it in business and also on YouTube Finance. You can take a look at this. This is another sort of agency or group that these people associate with. And this is sort of why I talk about friends, because oftentimes if you hang out with other people that are all about money, talk about money, building online business, passive incomes, and it doesn't matter what you're selling, right? If the more important thing is that you're making the money, but you're selling garbage to people, be it garbage classes, be it garbage, Ponzi, crypto coins, whatever you're selling, right? At the end of the day, if all of your friends think it's okay to scam people just to get rich, then you think it's okay. And this is sort of why I say there's a big problem with the culture. If you hang out with Theranos people, you'll think that, okay, it's okay to scam people that way. If you hang out with Adam Newman over at WeWork, oh, okay, I guess it's okay to scam people, right? I hope you understand the whole point of this is that the friends that you keep sort of dictate the morals that you have, because your friends will justify your actions. But moreover, when you're talking about friends, and this is sort of why the Spencer and I don't like each other, evidently, really quite obvious, is Spencer is here playing cards. You can see this with Meet Kevin and Jeremy Financial. I really don't like Meet Kevin. I really don't like Jeremy. These guys are scammers. And Spencer would say, no, they're not scammers. They're my friends. But I get it, guys. I get it, right? If someone's your friend, you're less likely to see their falls. I totally get that. And also, to be fair to Spencer, he's a good friend to Meet Kevin and Jeremy Financial. You can see this as well. Spencer, again, we got in a fight. He's wearing the Creators Agency t-shirt, hanging out with Erica Kohlberg, who, again, is very, very adept and very smart regards to building up a social media channel and building up a network of friends. You can take a look at this. This is a headline, SBF. Remember, this is sort of when the party started coming to an end. SBF might have spoiled dinner for everyone. And you guys know with the whole scandal and FTX thing, anyone who's connected to it is really in a world of hurt, because essentially you participated in a Ponzi scheme if you're promoting FTX. I wrote a piece on CoinDesk about this. Again, if you want to, hear more of my thoughts in depth and some more detailed stuff, you can please take a look at that. But this is a real thing. People reach out to me and they say, hey, Chris, you were one of the few people that knew about this FTX stuff, or, can you please let me know more thoughts about it? And I'm happy to do it. I'm sharing it with you guys as well. The problem is, though, is that even now that the FTX thing is over, the culture of scamming people online and the culture of greed the culture of showing off your money, lifestyle, and friends still exists. This is your Meet Kevin guy who I don't like. He's selling a class. I think his classes, if you want to get them all, they're $3,000. I think it's a scam. I've no qualms about saying that. This is your Graham Stephan, the same kind of people posing in front of Lambos. He also sells a class. I think it's a scam. You can take a look at this here. This is why, Spencer and I would heat on these things, because Spencer would say, no, Graham's not a scam. Graham's a hard worker. He's my friend. And I get that. Guys, I get it. I really get it. So, you can make your own determination on these things. I'm just sharing my opinion. And Spencer has, and other people have a right to theirs. You can take a look at this guy. And I want to emphasize this as well. Sometimes people say, Chris, why don't you attack other Asian people? Are you not hating on Asian people? I'm fine hating on Asian people. If Asian people do bad things, completely fine. I don't like Brian Zhang. He's an Asian person. Really don't like him. I don't like Tech Lead. He's an Asian person. I really don't like him. And I can make separate videos on him if you really want me to. I don't like Chicken Singapore. He's Asian. I don't follow this guy that much, but I hope you guys get my point. This is like if people always say, oh, Chris, you don't attack Asian people. I don't like Dick Tron. I actually don't really know much about him. My understanding is that he had this popular YouTube channel and quit and just hires other people to do it for him. And I think he's been involved with scams as well. You guys can read the details. I don't know much about him. To be perfectly frank, I don't. And then one of the things that really hurt Spencer, and remember the people I just showed you, right? They all get involved with bad things because you hang out with bad people. Spencer made a couple videos regarding a Mickey person who's like a gambler in Vegas, and people. Spencer's gonna say Mickey's fine and no problems, and he's awesome at what he does. And you guys can make your determination that. Other people say, no, Mickey's a total scammer, and you got scammed yourself. Why are you hanging out with that kind of person, right? And this is part of what I'm sharing with you guys, is that, who you hang out with, like, kind of dictates who you are. And I know that a lot of teenagers watch YouTube, and this is why I'm showing you this guy. This is another guy we don't talk about very much at all. He's also part of Creators Agency. His name is Mark Tilbury. And he makes these kind of videos targeting teenagers and becoming millionaires, because essentially the way YouTube works is, you want to make videos to what people are searching for. So if people are searching for how to get rich in your 20s, how to get a Lambo, then your videos will pop up. And then it becomes about people will trust you / social proof. If you hang out with the right people and you have the big cars and the right lifestyle, people will think, oh, well, everyone else is on YouTube is doing it, and therefore that must be the way to do it, right? Do you guys understand? Like this, the reason why this is so important and why these people hate me so much is because I'm pointing out they're all working together under the same umbrella. And the reason is that if you're a teenager searching for said things and you see like all the biggest people are doing the same things, you think that is the way to get rich. You think crypto is the way. You think FTX is the way. This becomes social proof, social validation. You say, oh, well, they hang out with Kevin Leary, and oh, well, they're on CNBC, right? They all feed into basically, frankly, a scam. And this is sort of why it's so damaging and becomes very, very personal, because you're also talking about people's lifestyles, right? And it's a very touchy subject, guys. Well, what do people do with their money? How do people make their money? It's a very touchy subject. I really get it. And that's why I get passionate about this stuff, because I was a professor for years. And part of being a professor, in my point of view, it is helping young people to develop themselves into good adults. I don't know how else to say it. And so it's very frustrating when you see someone like, say, Ricky Gutierrez, and he's like, bragging about getting a jet at 27. And, and it's funny because I can't keep a straight face, because like he's got a car and a jet in the same picture at 27. And I understand, guys. I mean, if you're a young kid, you're like, man, I want to be like Ricky. I want to do anything Ricky says. And if Ricky sells me a $1,000 class, I'm going to give him that money to get that, get the same jet and things. And this is the scam. The scam is you're selling your lifestyle as a commodity and promising them if you take the class, you're going to get that said lifestyle. That's the scam, because you're not going to get the lifestyle. It's all a scam. They're getting rich off of selling you classes. The same way that, say, for example, the Meet Kevin person, right? You Google Meet Kevin and chat, it's the same kind of stuff. So, this is much larger than just one or two people, guys. It's a lot of people. And I want to point this out as well. Who you hang out with becomes like sort of what you think and talk about all the time. Again, the Spencer guy who we got a fight with, he's hanging out with these guys. He did like a podcast, YouTube channel kind of thing. You can see it here. This is just 5 hours ago, I guess he posted this. And what it was is the title of it is Proving Society Wrong. Men and women can be friends. And they're hanging out with Spencer Cornelia. You guys can see it here. It's Access Live Vegas. And you can make the determination. I'm not going to be mean or anything, but I'll just let you make the determination of the kind of people that they're all hanging out with. I'll make you determination. I'll just say it's women in Vegas, and you can decide, on that, and you can decide on the dudes and talk to them. I'm not going to say anything else. Let you decide. I will say though, on the Rational Male, who Spencer and them are hanging out with, this is the description of their YouTube channel. The Rational Male says the Rational Male is the exclusive YouTube channel of Rollo Tomasi, the author of the Rational Male series of books and the blog of the same name. Here you'll have access to one of the red pill's thought leaders. I discuss issues about intersexual dynamics, relationships, topics from my books, Unplugging the Matrix, and the red pill awareness. So I am totally not on board with this whole red pill stuff. If you guys don't know, it's basically men's rights kind of stuff, and this women's movement for more power is this weakening men, these kind of things. And like I said, I don't want to get too much deep into the weeds on this one, but who you hang out with largely determines sort of what you think is good and bad. And I've warned many people online about these things of like, because guys, I really get it. There's a lot of teen boys out there who they look at someone like an Andrew Tate, who's a total red pill dude, and like, oh, get out of the Matrix. The Matrix is going to get in you, and don't listen to what women say, and all these women are trying to take over everything. And that's this kind of stuff, right? And you look at what can happen to you. Like read the headline. This is just recently. Andrew Tate would have fled to Dubai to escape the R word, and I want to say on YouTube, and sex trafficking charges if freed from jail, say judges. And the company you keep, it can get you in a lot of trouble, and the people you listen to online can also get you in a lot of trouble. And sort of why these people all hate me is because, frankly, I disprove a lot of their main thesis. The thesis of the FTX creators who pushed FTX were trying to say, well, we didn't know it was a scam. No one could have known that. That's their fundamental thing they're trying to say. And when someone like CoffeeZilla or myself come out and say like, yo, FTX was a scam, and yo, look out, all these people are working together, it really, really damages their thesis. And that's why they really, really hate people like myself. And I get passionate about these things because I'm just telling you guys, if I was all about money and chasing the money, I would have taken, these kind of deals and pushed it out to everyone. And so part of the fight of this was I was trying to make the point that not everyone is chasing all of the money all the time. Not everyone is out to, buy the biggest car and get the fastest Lambo and put that in front of your jet like you're Ricky Gutierrez. Not everyone does that. But if you're a teen searching for how to be successful, how to be rich on YouTube, this is what you find. You find these kind of people. You find people like Andrew Tate will tell you how you can get the, sexiest girlfriend in the world. This is the kind of messages that are out there. And it becomes, and I get it, guys, it becomes very, very boring if you flip over to my channel and there's no girls in bikinis, there's no fancy cars. And so why would I listen to Chris? I don't see any bikinis. I don't see any Lambos. I want to go listen to the kid who's got the Lambos and the cars. And I get that. But I just want to point to you guys that there are alternate lifestyles to getting to what you want. I believe in very, very different things. And if you want to hear about those kind of things that I believe in, please hang out on this channel. I will be happy to share this every single day. So anyway, I hope you guys understand the message of this. Be careful about people selling you money, lifestyle, and friends. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time.